I can tell you that I've never seen, such excitement. I've been doing this for a long time, but both these young men are incredibly excited to be drafted, to participate, in the NBA draft yesterday, to fly here this morning. I can't introduce everybody that came with them, but there's a lot of family members, representatives here also visiting Charlotte. And as you might imagine, I'm sure they were up for most of the evening, if not all of the evening, to get here. Now, before I introduce the two players, there are two other players that we drafted that the travel arrangements, did not work out, and hopefully, we'll be able to bring somebody in maybe in a little bit later on, and if not, they'll be introduced on Monday. So what I'd like to do right now is introduce both our first-round picks. To my right is Kai Jones, and to my left is James Bouknight. And I'd like to pass it to James first, and James could say hello. And once I do the same, I think we'll open it up to questions, and we'll be here as long as you'd like.
Oh man, how y'all all doing? I don't really got a speech prepared, This is my first time really speaking in front of a microphone, in front of so many people. But first and foremost, I just want to thank God, Without him, none of this would be possible. That's me. No, that's you. Go ahead. All right. I just want to thank God and my family, coaches, high school coaches, college coaches. Without them, none of this would be possible. They're the people that helped me get to where I'm at today, and I'm truly blessed. It's an honor to be here, and I'm ready to get this started.
What's up, everybody? I'm Kai Jones. Like Mitch said, I'm super excited to be here. So happy to be in Charlotte. Like we have a great young core, and I'm going to add to that. It's going to be like James said in the car, box office. So I'm super excited.
Okay, so any questions? Be happy to answer.
This is for both players. Rob Boone here with SI.com. Just wondering how you guys are feeling right now. Does it feel like it's actually real now that you actually are here with Mitch Kupchak and the Hornets organization after last night?
Yeah, it felt super real from when you hear your name getting called. It's a blessing to be in that room, and then to hear your name called is just complete relief, satisfaction. It's a culmination of all your work that you've been putting in over the years and all the sacrifices that you've made. So it's a great feeling.
Oh man, for me it's still surreal. You know what I'm saying? You put in so much hard work, like Kai said, and like you had this dream that you're gonna play in the league one day, but you never really know it's gonna happen until it really does, and it happened. So for me, it's still surreal. I'm just trying to enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying?
And then Mitch mentioned the excitement level right now around the organization. What's it like for you guys to be a part of this now? I mean, part of a new young core. The team's kind of growing around you guys at the same point. What's it like to kind of be a part of this excitement now that hasn't been around for a while?
I feel like it's perfect timing. Us two young, exciting guys. Like you said, this team is on the rise. They got really good young players, like LaMelo, who can pass the ball, and they like to run. So I love running. I know James loves to run too. So it's gonna be showtime. I'm excited.
Yeah. I think we're gonna be one of the most exciting young teams in the league, and I say that confidently. We're gonna be a team that's must-see TV, as everybody like to say. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be fun to watch.
Hello. Sam Perley with Hornets.com. Just curious, both of you, Kai and James, did you guys know each other before coming here? You crossed paths at all during the pre-draft workouts or anything like that? And how do you feel like the other one's game will complement your game when you get on the court for the first time?
Yeah, no, I never met James in person prior to the draft, but it's crazy because on the way to Barclays, he was sitting right in front of me on the bus, and we was talking like, this is so crazy just to be here. And then at Barclays, when we got to the arena, his table was right behind mine, And so it's crazy that we ended up being teammates. But I think he's a good scoring guard who's going to attract a lot of attention from the defense. And I know that he can pass the ball too, and he seems like he likes to run. So it's going to be fun. I can imagine him throwing me lobs now. It's going to be dope.
Matt Ruchinsky from Hornets.com. You guys seem to have a good chemistry together already. Is that going to be beneficial for you two going through this whole process, starting with the draft and being rookies together, do you think?
For sure. Just me as a person, like I pride myself in having relationships with my teammates, good relationships, and being able to connect with my teammates and my coaches and the staff and dudes in the front office. You know, like I said, I really can't tell you. Like, I'm just so excited, you know what I'm saying? This is surreal to me. Like, I can't even, like, never in a million years did I feel like I'd be in this situation. Here today, sitting here, talking to you guys, you know.
It's been a while since I've been called a dude. Kind of like it.
Scott Fowler from the Charlotte Observer. This question is for, well, I have one for the players and one for the dude. So, Mitch, we didn't get to talk to you last night about how you were able to make the move and why you made the move to trade up and get Kai.
Just so I understand the question, the deal we made to trade up.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess it's official, but what we did was we traded a future first-round pick with protection. So a first-round pick from next year, a protected first-round pick is, you know, the language we use, and it was contingent upon a certain player being there when we drafted. And, you know, we're happy that he was there. If he was not there, we would not have made the deal.
Great. And for the players, I just wondered if you could, since we don't all know all about your games, what you consider your biggest strength on the court and also what you consider you most need to work on as you move into the NBA.
I'll go first. My biggest strength is my versatility, ability to impact the game all around. And I'd say something I need to continue to work on is just consistency with footwork and my shooting. Just building good habits on my shot so I can be a knockdown shooter in the NBA.
For me, I just feel like I'm someone you can give the ball to and ask me to go get a basket. I feel like just because the situation I was in at UConn, I wasn't able to fully show my playmaking ability and my versatility as a two-way guard. I feel like here with this young team and the talent that we have in this organization, I'll be able to maximize my abilities and really show my full potential.
I'm Herb Whitem with the Charlotte Post. Welcome to town, guys. And as far as this question is for the three of you, coming off a season in which the Hornets yielded the NBA Rookie of the Year last year, how much incentive or how much inspiration do you have, the three of you, to try to yield a second one in as many seasons?
It's a lot of inspiration. I feel like if your mind isn't set on being Rookie of the Year, you're already thinking wrong coming into the NBA. So that's where my head's at. That's something that I want to do and help win a lot of games too. And that'll lead to that, I feel like. I'm sure James feels the same way. Hopefully we can help each other both accomplish what we want to in this league. So,
sure. For me, I'm not gonna sell myself short. I want to contend for Rookie of the Year. I think I'm that caliber of a player, and it's definitely an inspiration. Seeing Melo and having a lot of young guys on this team, me, Kai, and JT, and having Scotty come with us. Like I said before, we box office. This gonna be fun.
By the way, here in the back, guys, by the cameras, Mike Solarte, Spectrum News 1. This is for Kai. Kai, you just heard the dude say that if you weren't there, the deal was off. So how does that make you feel when you know that you've got a team that coveted you, wanted you, and was going to move whatever earth that they needed to get you?
Man, I think it just speaks to how they feel about me as an organization and the type of player that they know that I can become and what I am right now. So I think it just speaks volume to their belief in me and how excited they are for my future.
This is for Mitch. Mitch, I guess first, what do you like, I guess, best about both of these players? What made you want to go out there and get Kai and obviously draft James as well?
I said it one more time, please.
What did you like most about these two players that you drafted, Kai and James? What made you want to go out there and get these two players?
Well, we had them both in, for individual workouts, and, various schedules allow for various opportunities, and we were able to get Kai in twice. As I'm sure most of you know, we were not able to scout in person this year. Everything during the college season was done either on TV or by video. Once things opened up a little bit, there was the Chicago pre-draft, there was a camp in Minnesota, and then we were allowed to bring, players in for workouts, right? So watching, a player on video and on TV, is one thing, bringing them in and, getting them to work out in our facility, visiting with them afterwards, getting to know them, is another thing. And they're very different, right? They're not, out of the same mold. I think you can tell that. Not only, is one, 7 feet tall, but their personalities are different. And those are not things that you learn, by video or TV. You really got to spend time with somebody. So first and foremost, their talent, right? This is professional sports. If you got a great personality, but you can't play basketball, that's not going to work, right? So, their talent, merits that they be here. And then getting to know them and doing research, into them, interviewing people that, either coach them or they've worked with, that's part of the process. So, the draft itself, you don't know what direction it's going to go. I'm not going to say that, one player, got to us who we didn't think would get to us, and not that that really matters. But sitting here today, with the two players on my left and right, without the ability to look forward and look back on it, we're very excited.
And then how did the moves you made last night at the draft, how did these moves help you going forward in your plans for this offseason?
What was the first part again? I'm sorry.
Just how did the moves you made last night in the draft, just the things you were able to do, talk about, how did those moves help you in the offseason moving forward here?
Well, I've always, for the last 2 or 3 years, I've indicated, that we need to add talent to this team. We're not good enough where we could say, oh, we need a center, and then enter the draft and just draft a center. I think we saw last year that we were a pretty good team, but once we got hurt, we weren't able to, sustain a level of play. And that's, quite frankly, is because we just weren't deep enough. And by adding, talent, and, something, we got talent at 2 positions that I think we could use some help at, right? We have 2 free agents in Cody and Bismack. So clearly, we needed somebody in the front court, right? And we've made some moves to improve that. And we've also got similar situations in the backcourt. So as it turns out, we ended up drafting 2 players, at positions we need help. Now, how often do rookies, really make a contribution? I can't sit here and say, well, he's going to play 20 minutes and he's going to play a minute. That's up to them. And that's up to the coach. But I feel we did add to our talent base And the other players that aren't here, they're going to help us as well with, building a deeper and better.
Familiar on my second trip, so getting drafted here feels like a perfect fit because I was actually getting used to it. It's the only place I went to twice, so it feels really familiar.
So I did about 6 or 7 workouts. I'm not exactly sure. This Charlotte was my first workout. It was definitely my best workout by far. And I got to meet a lot of people in the organization. Compared to other workouts, it's just like the staff here and the people around this organization is just like it's different. Like it's really like a family, and the culture is just like so tight and it's like when you go someplace it's like super business like. It's like come in and do this workout, get out, and then we may pick you, we may not. And when I came here, it was just like, all right, we're gonna learn about you, and we're gonna really care for you, When they drafted me, I was super excited because I know I'm gonna be part of something that's really special, and I'm excited to be here.
For both of you guys over here, you mentioned it's like a family here, but we also see your families here. How nice is it and how important is it to you guys to be able to share this moment that we're all in right now with the folks we see in front of us?
It's very special. My mom, my uncle, my dad, my agent, brother, girlfriend's here. So my uncle knew me from I was a baby, from the cradle. He picked me up from the hospital. So him seeing me 20 years later, I feel like it's kind of cool to have him here along with me on this journey. My mom is a huge blessing, her being here. She hasn't been in the States for like 5 years, so it's a blessing. God's worked magic in my life having her here. And me and my dad have been through multiple steps of this journey, so him getting to see this, like me up here on this stage in a suit, talking to you guys like a professional, you know what I mean? I'm sure he's proud, but it's super cool, man. I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to play, bro. I just can't wait to play. I put my jersey on as soon as I saw it. I just can't wait to go. This is so dope.
Oh, man, for me, it was just like last night being from Brooklyn, getting drafted in Brooklyn, it was a surreal moment. It was definitely a legendary one. I got to celebrate it with my family last night. But today I flew on my agent, Nick, and we here, this business. We right back to work.
Okay, good job, guys.